Let's see if he can become a champion this time around. Game number 1 on King Sejong Station has now loaded up. Let's get out there, tell your friends to tune in here with Classic against soO at Gong EXP. No, that's what I was saying. They don't think if he's going to proxy any units out of there. And there's the Stargate now, but it looks like he wanted to get driving out that first Oracle. Now, these Oracles are not doing enough damage here. In fact, only 1 kill on that Oracle that just backed away. That's not enough damage.
Trying to zone this army out right now. And
nice force fields.
Solid force fields, yeah. See, those mutas don't do anything. Where is his mothership core, though? That would be some value to keeping it at home to help defend against that. But if he can't warp out of here, this could be an army that he ends up losing.
Okay, here he comes in now. Again, he has to be able to warp this army out. It's completely cornered. I mean, this is why you have to have the mothership core with your army. He's not able to recall back.
Yeah, that's a lot of micro here for Classic.
Oh, I'm surprised he's doing this. He's going to go all the way down here and try to hit the third base. Let's see if he can actually take it out. There is an Immortal with this army. Going to be very strong against those Roaches. Phoenix is over here as well in a Time Warp.
Yeah, and look at this. These Roaches, they are fighting through that Time Warp. Some nice micro here coming out of Classic, trying to hold everything off. The Muta's coming right back. But it looks like he will chase him off for now, at least.
soO might be out of options.
Yeah,
I mean, all Classic has to do if he takes his base out is go back home and wait.
His income is definitely getting very low. Now, we do see a lot of these Infestors being picked up before Fungals get off. Also kind of attacking to a little bit of a choke point here. A lot of damage output from Classic. You know, it looks like he's going to take this base out.
Yeah, and the Zealot's only just now getting up there in the front, but from here he can blink away if he wants to with these Ultras, and it's a pretty easy micro game from there, and I think that might be it for soO.
Go for it. Like, he's in a good spot. Some great Fungals coming down for sure, but just not enough units here from soO.
You can see the Lynx are coming up a little bit too late. They're going to get hit by the Colossi and the Archon. There's nothing else soO can do, and Classic wins the first game here.
Well done by Classic.
I gotta say, a bumpy game for both players.
You know what?
Let's see if we have that this time around. Game number 2 between Classic and soO here at the GSL Code S Finals.
But it's like the strongest first max composition that there is, really, is Void Ray Colossus, which is part of the reason why it takes so long to actually get. Now,
oh my God, this is really nice. Now he does get a fungal off on those Void Rays. Now, will he recall here? He did stop both the gases from being mined from. That is a lot in a tech tree.
He needs to. He has
with a Colossus splash. Oh, well, hold on. He's going to lose his base, so this one's going to be Classic on 3 bases. The Zealot warping over here. Now watch down here at the bottom. He's going to come up. This is a nice little corner to attack into here. Nothing's defended. This hatchery goes down in seconds.
Yeah, that was a very nice snipe.
The problem is that Zerg's actually pressed onward.
Wow, well, he warps home. He's going to be able to save himself against this Lang harassment, although it looks like it did a decent amount of damage in there. But, you know, that was actually a little bit of a mistake, I guess, from soO sending his whole army into the main base. But yeah, definitely something he's going to need for later on. Oh my God, here we go, Taste. This is a huge engagement. Those Ultras getting some good surface area, but that is way too many Void Rays.
Yeah, the Void Rays cleaning up everything. Only the Queens remaining. Now here's the anti-air. The Ultras continue to get gunned down, but it looks like actually the Ultras just barely cleaning up the remainder of that ground army, even that one Immortal.
That's right.
It's the last kill there. Wow. Okay,
well, this is
Classic's going to have to attempt to sandwich this. The problem is that even if soO loses this entire army, he could just remake it. I mean, he has so much money.
Yeah, this soO's bank is ridiculous. We don't even have a max here from our Protoss player. Classic is going to go down.
And that is going to be bringing us into game number 3 here. GG! As we're now 1-1 in our second GSL Code S Finals of the year.
Yeah. Now, then he's really happy. Now look at this. Well, we actually have hallucinated Stalkers try to chase him away.
Not working, though. And he does get that one Colossus. Now, not without the cost of several Corruptors being killed.
Yeah.
I actually find this a bit questionable.
Because in there, and a few Queens as well. That's ridiculously strong.
Okay, he's attacking it now, and it looks like we're going to have a nice fungal growth there on the group of that Phoenixes and Void Rays, but so far it seems like the Colossi just are too many, along with the Void Rays and the Stalkers now driving back these Corruptors.
Well, this Corruptor's actually doing a good job as more do end up rallying out. He does have some Infestors back there. I think they are out of energy, though, so it looks like he's not going to get any more help
This actually could be the tipping point here. If he can get an observer over there, does he have an observer with his army?
He doesn't have an observer.
He does not have an observer.
If he did, this game could end right here. Well, he's actually going to take out the last of the Colossus, but the thing is he lost a base. So
yeah, you know what? I think Classic would have won even easier had he actually gotten the Observe over there. But
yeah,
at this point in time, it doesn't matter. He got those swarm.
Things could go his way. Ooh,
oh man. He's going to get a few volleys off onto those Swarmos before the Locusts even come out. And more Colossi coming up here. I think that's going to be it. Drones now trying to long distance mine. Blinking on top. And that should be it. There is no way that soO can win this game now as the remainder of his forces are being wiped out.
Well, that is going to be that. He's going to have to GG after losing this expensive of an army. He cannot replace this at all. Still on 3 bases. And that's it.
GG, that's it, man. Classic is now up 2-1 here, taking the lead. soO going for the Swarm Host play in that close proximity. Pretty unpredictable, especially soO. soO down 1 game. He needs to turn this around. So let's see what happens in game number 4 here in the GSL Codas Finals.
So many Angry Bird posters.
So many Angry Bird pictures. Which one looks like Angry Birds? I guess that would be soO. He's the angry one.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Oh, not quite parting control there on that mothership core.
Parting would almost be.
Oh
my God.
He hasn't killed one yet. Please kill a drone.
There would be 3 dead drones right now. If it's
my
Oh, nice control from here, though, with the stalker and everything else.
Yeah, this is quite a nice harassment thus far.
Now, is he making anything else back in his base? Classic? No, so far?
Well, he's just making another stalker. Does this mean, in fact, he's about to add gateways? He's going to add 3 gates. Is he just going to 4 gate?
He's going to all in.
I think he is.
He has to, right?
Well, he hasn't made a Nexus yet. Speed is about to finish. He's going to making a Nexus very hard. He's going to actually have to add some gateways, I think. No, he goes right into Nexus now.
What? To save this base necessarily. Also, he's got a limited amount of energy on the sentries there. So, in fact, Mass Links could continue to break through this. He's going to get this. There you go. And then 100 energy there on the mothership core.
Actually going to.
Well, I mean, there's just no way that, right? Like, well.
Okay. He does get a good amount of force fields there, but keep in mind, roaches are coming up here, and the roaches can just shoot over the force fields easily. So he goes back, but how many sentries were actually picked up? The attack's going to continue
7.
onward.
I believe he just lost 7 sentries. He has already lost the Nexus. I guess he has to take risks, so that's what he's doing. But this game is totally over, and soO is showing us why.
This nice force fields, but that's going to disappear in a second. The roaches now coming here with the Lings. Doing so much damage. Do we have more reinforcements coming up here, though?
Well, he's making more units, but they aren't even on the way really across the map yet.
He is getting the sentries, though.
Even though to make sure a counterattack can't kill him. And this is brutal. That is a lot of mutas. You can't warp in 3 stalkers and beat those.
Okay, so the muta is now going to eliminate all these stalkers over here. A base trade scenario here. Now, keep in mind, he did have a lot of spine crawlers here. Roaches and Lings now coming up and hitting the 3rd base. Classic is going to go ahead and go for the gold. And at this point in time for soO, the gold is expendable.
Well,
that's too much. That's just too much.
Yeah, you're not going to break that. At least he's tried to make something out of it. But look at the forces of soO. He's just got so much more right now.
Okay. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that! Move command. Oh my God, don't do that. Well, that definitely sealed the deal. It looks like everything in the Zerg's base has almost been eliminated, but again, there's just still some hatches over here. And that, I think, should do it. There's no other probes on the map. Yeah, no other probes out. And, of course, you do have to have all your structures eliminated. GG.
All right, goes down to the wire there. Only 1 hatch was actually left for soO as well.
Pretty scary. And also the angle that he's coming up here at.
Whoa.
He could actually block off. Oh.
The spines walked away. That's kind of weird, but oh man, he's actually killing a lot right now. Those Zerglings actually get a pretty good hit.
Whoa. Too many sentries being killed off here.
Definitely a little bit of a miss there. soO only engaging with a chunk of his army for a moment. Yeah.
And from here, there's no mothership core with that army?
Yeah, without the mothership core, how are you getting out of here? You don't have enough sentries to make your way all the way home. And he doesn't have warp-ins with it. So, like, this army is a standing army. The strength of Protoss attacks like this is to be able to warp in. So he kills that base, which is really nice, and soO does back off.
Yeah, he's going to have to go up. Classic does back off as well, going up through the upper right area.
Yeah, it looks like these Zealots starting to do some damage. In the meantime, the main army is over near that 3rd base, getting a warp and pylon very smartly. And soO hemming and hawing completely. Went all the way up the left side with Mutas and Hydras, walked back into the middle, and now turned around to go back towards the natural. Some weird choices coming out.
And you can see the Hydras are having to back up. And, okay, nice defense here from Classic, but keep in mind, soO's still operating just fine back in his own base. I mean, Classic is not doing the damage right now that he needs to do. Also,
soO's out of position a little bit once again as well. And you see him, once again, he's like making a choice. He's going towards the natural, then he turns and goes right suddenly. His Muta's just trying to play cleanup. Loses another hatch, it looks like.
There we go.
38 Mutas out. There you go. That's exactly what he needs.
okay, now this is a lot here from soO, but there's so many stalkers here. I mean, you got to look at the Blink Micro right now. The Colossus still doing a lot of damage. Only now the Muta's hitting the Colossus, but that might be too late. Now, don't forget, there are Archons that are going to be coming up here momentarily. Again, if he just keeps blinking, if he just keeps focusing on his army, this is going to thin out. Here come the Archons now.
Yeah, he's got to get those Archons up there to help out.
Even if you're not playing that well, you burn out all your cash, you know, just reloading your army, and then GG.
All right.
Wow, okay. Well, I mean, I guess he already had enough of a lead. It was 3 base. You know, soO's economy is in shambles. You know, Classic, again, he won that last game, but he's looking a little bit bumpy here. Ample moment for soO. Try to take it into the late game. Game number 6 is now up. Classic in the lead with 3 wins to soO with 2. Here for our second final of the year in the GSL Codex.
He's adding more gates, actually.
I noticed he canceled that second cannon.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hello.
Okay, so no Robo. This is the really important thing that we're looking at. This is where things are very different. Right now, to me, this looks like it's going to be an all-in.
Don't make that gateway right there.
Yeah,
okay,
right now. Definitely a dangerous thing.
Oh! Actually, not
the
greatest force fields.
Well done by soO. He did the best with that situation. Oh, God. That's pretty painful. But these Zealots at least can't hit anything right now.
Yeah,
which means that Phoenixes are fighting almost alone.
Look at the Zealots are now coming up here. More Zealots coming up here with more sentries. Picking up a lot of those Hydras.
Situation for soO. Is soO going to be able to hold on here? If he doesn't, then he's going to have second place for the 3rd time in a row.
That would be making history in a bad way there for soO. soO hoping to come out here as a champion. But Classic is tearing through him now, picking up the Queen. Classic knows if he just focuses in here and continues to micro well, he can win this.
Push forward, continuing warping more units, even making another Phoenix, really surprisingly.
He's nice force field there. Trap those drones. More Zealots hitting from the top here and picking up just these Hydras down here on the low ground. I think this is going to be the killing blow. soO not happy with these results. History this time around is definitely going to continue to repeat itself.
Oh man, this has to just be killer for soO to have to go through this. He's going to be 2nd place once again. Classic going to pick up a GSL title.
And you can see Classic even knows at this point in time, looks like he's doing the damage. He just has to stay focused, keep warping in. Nothing mining here at the 2nd, nothing mining over there at the 3rd, and the Phoenix is here in the main. GG. Beautifully done there by Classic.
And Classic is your GSL champion of Codex. Overcome with emotions right there, as you can see. After so many years as a pro gamer, over 5 years. He has finally won.
A big moment in his career, a big moment in his life. Classic did it against the 3-time finalist now. 3-time 2nd placer now. Classic has marched through him.
That's right.
Has definitely, he's definitely deserving the win here today. Nicely done. I can't imagine the emotions that soO is feeling.
Looks like sadness to me, Tasteless. Disappointment.
He's made a name for himself, but not the name he set out when he started his pro gaming career. Instead, the name others are giving to him. You know, the silver medal.
Yes, that's right. The Kong line does continue strongly as well with a player like soO.